Rob. Criminal street gangs are a growing problem for Chico police. I've gone out on several ride-alongs with officers, and as I saw firsthand, it can be quite overwhelming. There are more than 1,200 documented gang members in the city, and only one detective dedicated to tracking them. I caught this chase on camera last year. A typical night for gang detectives. In 2011, gang crimes were up 64% from 2010, and this year the trend is not slowing down.
We make anywhere between probably 10 and 20 contacts a day.
Budget cuts mean the gang unit is down to one detective.
It's a lot to handle, and what happens is that there's just not as much suppression that goes on as it pertains to criminal street gangs.
Paul Ratto's job is to track all 9 active gangs in Butte County. We have the Norteños, the Sureños, Butte County Gangsters, Crips, Bloods, Hmong Nation Society, White Pride, Menace Boys Crew, and Laos Pride Gangsters. Now his job is to know them by face, by gang, and by crime.
Can't replace the knowledge that Paul has regarding the gang members out here. Currently in our department, he is the most knowledgeable officer that we have. And like you said, he's able to see them and recognize them from all his contacts. He knows who they are, where they live, what gang they're part of, what subset they're part of, what kind of activities they've been arrested for. It's invaluable.
On the streets, Ratto faces a steep uphill battle.
Generally, people are intimidated by them.
He's only one man doing the job of many. Gang members know who Ratto is, when he works, and what he drives. It's policy for officers not to hit the streets alone, so Ratto patrols with 2 others, a sergeant and the other a detective in street crimes.
We have to take extra measures now and plan well ahead and get support from other people to help us out. We're not self-sufficient in our own unit with only 3 guys.
They do their best. They talk to known gang members on the street and check on gang houses as part of their daily routine to gain a perspective on their rituals and prevent crimes before they happen.
Our goal is to do out here is to try and keep a lid on the gang activity that's taking place, because there are far too many gang members for us to put a stop to gang activity completely.
Officers also rely heavily on the public. They want you to report any suspicious activity in your neighborhood or gang graffiti like this, which lets detectives know gang members are marking their territory.
Call us. We go to barking dog calls. So to get a call of gang members out there doing what gang members do, that's not a bad call.
So what's the face of the typical gang member in Chico? Ratto says he's seen them as young as 12 and as old as 50. They cross all racial groups, but Hispanic and white are by far the most common. And the numbers are growing fast, with new members coming from out of the area every day.
You know, criminal street gangs is one of those bad elements in a good community, and I think if we put more focus to street gangs through educating parents and teens before they get involved in gangs, deal with the suppression element of it, and you know, we put more resources towards it, I think that we can just make this community better than it already is.
Now, I just spoke to Ratto, and he tells me that starting in June, they are adding another detective to the gang unit, which is how they operated before the cuts, making it a total of 2 officers specifically tracking gang members.
Yeah, that's good to know. So, when did you necessarily get put on? What year was we talking?
You know what? With us, you know, it's not really a put on thing. You know, you got certain neighborhoods and certain blocks or whatnot that have that be jumping motherfuckers in. They walk in the line, but some spots, and I've seen this because, like I said, I'm back and forth from Southern California to Northern California. Some spots is just you there. Everybody know you from there, and we going when we leave and go out this area, we represent this neighborhood. So you kind of born into it. It's automatic. You know what I mean? You know, we from this side of the street, and that's it. It's not. We don't have to try to beat you up and say, okay, now you from here. No, we here because shit. My mama live here. Yeah. My cousin stay right there. We everybody knows each other's families and mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers. So we all come from this area. So there's no need for me to sock you in your face and say, "Oh, you from here too."
Yeah, after we just got done playing football on the street, right? Like, come on now.
Right.
So talk to me about the years that you were the most active. What like years would you say?
Most active as far as being
Just, full in, just
dealing with being in the streets.
Yeah.
I would say I started my career and really putting myself out there probably like I'm gonna say 89, 90. And I'll say I had a good run from like a good 1990 to I'll say 96. I mean, just really being out there and selling dope, selling cocaine, crack cocaine. When I first started, you could like really sell out of a sack, come out your pocket out of a sack, and like how Doughboy did it in Boys in the Hood. He came out of his pocket with the shit.
Yeah.
And then I went to jail, and then you come out, you had to do some old individual wrap the dope up and spit it on the ground or whatnot. But back in the day, you used to be able to just come out your pocket with the shit. So, and I think that we had a point to prove back then. In my generation, we had the older homies, but when I was about 16, 17, when I was about 15, 16, my main thing was to be one of the hardest Crips in San Jose. My main thing was to put it down for East San Jose. My main thing was to you want to get your reputation out there. You want to get known and do what you had to do to motherfucking put your name and your city on the map. And that's what we did. Me and my homeboy, Big K DZ, K-Dog, and the homie Yellow Boy, and a couple other homies, man, we pushed a real hard line.
Okay. Who are some of the gangs that you guys are surrounded by or that are in your general area?
Oh, by Rancho Verde, it's a lot of, we in Northern California, so it's a lot of Northerners.
Okay.
Norteños was right there. So we had, shout out my boy Stranger. We have Barrio Lockridge locals right there. We Capitol Park. I got a lot of partners from Capitol Park, Colonial Montevilla, CMV, Jackson Kings. Right there in that area, we were predominantly the main black gang in that area.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Right there. They had different little other people around, but they, King Road, all the way down McKee to Jackson to Mayberry and all the way to Allen Rock. That's the Rancho Verde neighborhood, and it is what it is. Now, around the city in East San Jose, you had different cliques. You had Family Crip, you had SOS, the Sons of Samoa, they was there, Comar Crips, Foxdale. We had some dudes, they was, I guess they're Bloods now, or they were Bloods back then, who knows. But there was MP Hood over by the Mount Pleasant area. Had a lot of different, people out there, but predominantly on the east side, you had the Samoans over there by Overfeld. You had Rancho Verde where we at.
How does the whole Norteño Sureño thing work out up there? Are there Sureños up there?
Yeah, they have Southerners in Northern California. How they get down and what they do, their politics, they on a whole nother level of stuff. From what I know, it started off in the prison system and, some protect, the same old story that they have and you study on. Mm-hmm. But there are Southerners in San Jose and in Sacramento and Stockton, all through Northern California. Mm-hmm. I think the same dynamic is going on with the Southerners being out here when it comes to dealing with a Southerner that's straight from Florencio or you say you're from Long Beach, from east side or west side Longo. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They probably, those ones that's in down south in LA probably look at the ones up here as not maybe not being real authentic or not being the real ones. But shit, these motherfuckers out here putting it down, so don't never get it twisted and say just because the motherfuckers in the other area, mm-hmm. they not putting it down, especially if they California bred this lifestyle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They're probably outnumbered, so they have to be a little more crazy from what I'm.
They got to be a little bit more, because this is the North Stronghold. Yeah. I can understand we can look at people from other states and whatnot, maybe, but we in California, man, they pushing the line. Northern California is pushing the line, and Southern California pushing the line. Period.
You know what? That's so interesting to me because I know down here we don't have a lot of Norteños. I don't
No, I know,
Right?
I know. I see a couple. I see some ones I know that are up here. They go down to L.A. with their family for Disneyland or wherever, and they go do their thing. I seen one. He took a picture in front of the Echo Park sign right over there by downtown, and
Right.
And
The funny thing is, Echo Park is all white now. So.
I'm knowing it's gentrified. I know this. You know what I mean? But he took the picture and he posted it up, and you hella Southerners from down there, like yeah.
Busted a Tekashi 6ix9ine on him, huh?
Right, man. If you really about that life, and it's not no shade on dude, because that's my dude. But if you're really about that life, we ain't gotta try to prove no points, man. If you there, you there.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta take no pictures, man. I'm there. This is what I am. That's why I be saying I'm in Sacramento. Sacramento is like blood capital of the Northern California. It's like a San Diego. You know what I mean? And I got all these Crip tattoos and shit spelled with double C's, and it get 105 degrees out here in the summer. I don't put on a long sleeve, man. It's fucking, that's who I am, and that's what I'm at. That's what I represent. I just got to go with the blows, and whatever come my way, come my way. You know what I mean?